Grant has expressed that he's been injured, correct? He had an injury.
I don't know if he expressed that. That was our speculation.
All right,
he never said it.
Okay.
He never said that he was injured.
So I'm personally going off the fact of not seeing him as in many races for the last month pretty much shows you probably had a knick-knack injury of some sort or something you need to work through to get better, right? And then coming back to running 13-1 and watching his race, he seemed not as sharp and aggressive as he usually is over the hurdle and off hurdles, right? So that tells me he might be a little rusty. That's it. Am I worried about Grant? I think he has time. I think that was a tester race for him, right? To say, okay, where am I at? I'm 85% healthy, 90% healthy. Let's see where we at. We're not going to get injured again if we do everything correct. So he went out there and dropped a 13-1. And 2 years ago, 13-1 would have won races for him. So
exactly.
That shows you where this event has evolved in the last 2 years, where people were begging and stressing to run a 13-0. And usually the king of the roost at that point in time was Grant Holloway, and he was dropping 13-1s and winning races very easily, you know what I mean, across the board. But now the levels have stepped up. The athletes have stepped up.
This is going to be really interesting for USAs, right? Because you remove Grant out of this race, you have 3 other Americans. You have Jamal Britt, who also shows that he could be a contender, and Grant has more time because he's the world champion, so he only has to show fitness. He doesn't have to really compete at USA. But as you have Trey Cunningham, Dylan Beard, and you got Cordell Tinch amongst a few other runners, so 4 of them can go. So even if you remove Grant, 3 more can go. Who are those 3 going to be? And I just named 4 hurdlers, and none of them are Grant Holloway. You know what I'm saying? So that means USA is going to be a fast one to make this team.
I don't want to get too sidetracked, but Team USA is going to have a lot of athletes at this World Championship. You have Grant Holloway, who's the defending world champion, so he has to buy. You have Noah Lyles, who has to buy in the 1 and the 2. So now they're bringing 4 athletes for the 1 and the 2 over there as well. Who do we have in other races for Team USA?
You have Miss Richardson, who's the defending champion in the 100. So you have 4 women to go in the 100.
Yep, 4 women that's going to go in the 100. So this kind of world championships is the coming out party for young athletes. If you're strong enough, you're focused enough, and you're good enough on that day to make the team, then this is your opportunity to showcase your talent under the big lights, right? So I'm excited about it because we don't usually get that many buys in the last couple of years to decade, that many buys at this level. So you're going to see a lot of athletes whose dreams are about to come true.
But once they get the Worlds, even though they'll have a good squad for the 110 hurdles, ain't no medals guaranteed. They ain't giving out no medals out there. You have Jason Joseph, Sweden, and then you have the home team, Rashid, who's been coming on pretty well the whole season. He going to Tokyo, man. And we all know that Tokyo, your home crowd could give you an extra boost.
Got that 10.
You could get that
10 points.
You could get that extra boost in the final, and who knows what could happen with the young man from Japan, Rashid. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a very exciting race to watch. I wouldn't miss it. I think it's very competitive. I don't think Grant Holloway would have it any other way because he always talking about racing the best of the best and wanting to beat them when they're at their best, which shows the pedigree of a true champion. So
and you cannot count out Broadbell. Broadbell was not in this race here, but we've seen Broadbell and he's getting into form now. So
yes.
Yeah.